So this seems to just be the follow-up, sequel, remake, reboot week of news because we've got another one, another long in the making sequel to a long storied fable, just highly regarded franchise in some ways. And I am talking about Ghostbusters Afterlife. You know that movie that was supposed to come out like a fucking year ago, and we still haven't gotten it, and I think it's going to be probably close to a year before we get it again. But we're not just talking about just Ghostbusters Afterlife. We're talking about Bill Murray and how he has given Ghostbusters Afterlife his personal approval, which, coming from Bill Murray and knowing how cagey he's gotten in his later years, I think that's really saying something. Appearing virtually at the 36th Santa Barbara International Film Festival to accept the Malton Modern Master Award a few days ago via Collider, Murray spoke fondly about his experience working on the 2016 Ghostbusters and then being lured back in once again by the wonderful idea that co-writer-director Jason Reitman had for Ghostbusters Afterlife. So that's he was speaking fondly about the 2016 one, or at least the working conditions for it. But here's him talking about the new version, Afterlife, with Jason Reitman, which, by the way, is the son of Ivan Reitman, who directed the original two films. I remember Jason calling me and saying, "I've got an idea for another Ghostbusters. I've had this idea for years," Murray recalled. I thought, what the heck could that possibly be? I remember him when he was a kid. I remember his bar mitzvah. I was like, what the heck? What does this kid know? But he had a really, really wonderful idea that he wrote with another wonderful guy that I got to work with, Gil Keenan, who made City of Ember. It's a movie that Bill Murray was in. I think it was like a YA novel. I remember seeing the movie. It was like maybe 10 years ago or so, something like that. The two of them wrote a Ghostbusters movie that really brings it back to life. It really has the feel of the first one more than the second one or the girls' one. It has a different feel than 2 out of 4. I think he's really got something, Murray continued, referencing Afterlife. It was hard. It was really hard. That's why I think it's going to be good. We were just in it for a little while, but it was physically painful. Wearing those packs is extremely uncomfortable. We had batteries the size of batteries. They now have batteries the size of earrings. It's still a really heavy thing to wear all the time. The special effects in this one are a lot of wind and dirt in your face, and there's a lot of going down and getting back up. I was like, what is this? What am I doing? These are like the Bulgarian deadlifts or Russian kettlebell, getting up and down with this thing on my back. It was very uncomfortable. Usually when something has a very high misery quotient, something comes of that and some quality is produced that. What? Something comes of that and some quality is produced that, if you can capture it and project it, comes on the screen and affects you. I think it comes out sometime in the fall. They've delayed it for a year or a year and a half, but I'm glad they did. It'll be worth seeing. Ghostbusters Afterlife is currently slated to hit theaters November 11th, 2021, so this year we're finally going to get it. At that point, I think it'll be well over a year that it was delayed, so this movie's just been sitting on the shelf somewhere. This movie is done, and it's just sitting there. It's supposed to come out, I'm pretty sure it was last summer. I'm pretty sure. It may have even been before then, and it was delayed to the summer. But it's definitely been done. It's just sitting there doing fuck all nothing. But that's Bill Murray, man. He's one of the original. Peter Venkman, one of the original Ghostbusters, giving his seal of approval to this new Ghostbusters film, at least what he experienced on it and what he saw. He feels like this is going to be something special, and it brings it back to the OG Ghostbusters. And I think people have been wanting that since the second one. Second Ghostbusters movie is okay. I mean, it's entertaining, but in a different way than the original Ghostbusters. It doesn't touch the original Ghostbusters film. And if this one can at least live up to the second one, I think it's really doing something. Now, as far as the 2016 Ghostbusters, that's a movie that I didn't review. I never reviewed on my channel because I wasn't doing YouTube at that point in time. I didn't love that movie. I didn't hate it. I mean, some people, it got a lot of controversy. People saying, because if you said that you didn't like it, oh, you're sexist and you're against women. If you said you liked it, oh, you're a social justice warrior or something. I don't know. I didn't like it because I thought it was boring. It wasn't really that funny. It had a couple of chuckle moments, but that's about it. I didn't care about the social justice stuff that was or was not in it. I didn't care that it was women instead of men. I didn't care. I didn't care about any of that shit. I watched it like I do any other movie. I sat down and watched what was presented in front of me, and I just didn't have a good time with it. It was just kind of boring. It didn't do it for me. That's me. I mean, if you loved it, good on you. But me, myself, I didn't care for it. I felt like it was a movie trying to be a Ghostbusters movie, and it has nothing to do with it being females. I give no fucks who was the main stars in these movies. Would I have liked to have seen the OG Ghostbusters come back and be the Ghostbusters? Sure. Not because I'm a woman-hating man or anything, but no, I wanted those characters because those are the characters I grew up with. Those are the characters that I knew. So yeah, I would have loved to have seen them come back. I understand why they didn't, and they were doing new characters in this world. Okay, fine. Cool. Make an interesting movie. I don't give a shit who you put in it. You didn't make an interesting movie to me. But that's my take on it. And it looks like, Murray, he kind of said, hey, yeah, I had a great experience working on the 2016 one. But then at the bottom, he even mentions this one's much more in line with the spirit of the original more than the second one, and as he put it, the girls one. I'm surprised he hadn't caught some shit for that, but I'm happy to see that it's in line with that. The trailer for this that I watched over a year ago now, I think, where it's like the kids, and they're in the Ecto one, and it looks like they're out in the country, I guess. And we just recently got not a trailer, but a short clip of Paul Rudd at a store with the baby Stay Puft Marshmallow Men. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, those were really cute. They were like Baby Yoda and Baby Sonic level kind of cute, so I think we're going to see those in stores in no time. But I'm excited for this. It looks like it could be fun. It could end up being total shit. I don't know. It is neat to hear that all the surviving members of the Ghostbusters will be showing back up as themselves and apparently donning the proton packs. They will be, getting into action. Whether how much, I mean, he even says we weren't there for real long, so it's probably going to be cameos. But you know what? A cameo of the OG Ghostbusters with those protein packs on doing their thing, even for a few minutes, that will be the moment in the movie where everybody loses their fucking mind. So I'm down for that. The fact that they were able to wrangle all these people back up, Bill Murray especially, especially later on in life, he doesn't need to work. So he only does things that he wants to do. So I think him agreeing to come back to this movie actually says something a lot about it. So I'm interested in seeing this thing, especially after Bill Murray coming out and saying, yeah, I approve. I approve of this message, So I think that this could be a fun flick. Once again, could come out on November 11th, 2021 this year and be an absolute fucking dumpster fire, but it could be awesome. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. One thing you can bet on, if it is awesome and it just does gangbusters and everybody is just like, Ghostbusters Afterlife is fucking amazing, it's wonderful, that means we're going to get another one after that. They're going to push another one out real quick now, and I would be hard-pressed to think if that one would be any good, because that one will be made out of the necessity of money. This one, it seems, was made from passion. You had Jason Reitman, whose father made all these movies. He was there on the set as a kid, just watching these movies be made. He has an investment in it, a personal investment, and a love of this franchise. And that, I'm hoping, is what's going to bleed through to this movie on November 11th, 2021. I am looking forward to seeing it. Murray's approval definitely has me hyped, and I can't wait to see more from this thing, and I will let you guys know what I think of it when it finally comes out once again on November 11th, 2021. Thanks for checking out this clip from the Jarcast Movie Podcast. If you like this and want more, then check out the Jacob Anders Review YouTube channel, where you can also find movie reviews every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. You can also listen to the entire podcast on all major podcasting platforms such as Spotify, Google, and iTunes. So if you prefer audio, whichever one is your preferred, check it out there. Once again, I really appreciate it, and thanks for watching. And as always, stay sexy, YouTube.